What is up, everyone? So today, hopefully, well, right now we are going to the dyno finally. As you guys know, we tried to dyno the car yesterday and we had some hiccups, but today we will be dyno tuning my 1JZ VVTi swapped S13. So if you guys don't know the car, it is a 1JZ VVTi S13. Of course, it's got a Garrett GTX 3071R Gen 2 on it. And of course, the best part, I'm on a Link G4 Plus Fury ECU with all Link sensors. So the car is set up on flex fuel, so I can also dyno tune it on E85. But today we are dyno tuning it just for pump gas, just to brake her in, stretch your legs, and get it on the road, and then work out any kinks that we have. And then we're gonna throw it back on the dyno later this week and tune it up. This is my first Link ECU, my first time inside of a Link ECU, so I'm not the most efficient with it yet, but I'm getting there, and the more I use it, the more I love it, and I couldn't be happier. So let's get to the dyno. Cross the fingers that everything goes smoothly. Making a brand new CD09, Bobby G style.
Wearing off the paint.
Oh boy. Right, so before we do anything, really good to be proactive on checking base timing, because if your base timing's off, it's gonna throw everything off and it can be really dangerous. So we're gonna make sure that the timing on the computer is in sync with the timing on the engine. So we're gonna lock it out at 20 degrees, use the timing light, check the crank, make sure that's at 20 degrees, and if it's not, offset it until they're perfect. Right, guys?
That's right, yeah!
Good thing we checked, because we're off. Like 10 degrees. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. Now we're going through our main fuel map, which is our VE table, and our main ignition map to make sure all the numbers are realistic, that they're in range, and it's something safe to do a baseline at, because it could be on anything. You can never assume that your base map is good. So we're going to start it off, of course, pretty soft, pretty fat, and just go from there. Where are we on?
20,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow.
Was it a diesel?
Alright guys, so we made 209, I think the number was, and that's to be expected. So we only boosted to about 11 PSI, and it was so over-enriched to the fact that it was breaking up, which is pretty crazy. So 209 kind of makes a lot of sense. So
He is in the house. What's going on?
Chill. Alright, well, I have my coach behind me. Derek.
What?
You're cheering me on, right?
Of course I'm cheering you on.
So, the car is behaving, so we can't get the VVTi to work, unfortunately, so we're missing a lot of low and mid-range on there, which is unfortunate, but we'll figure that out during the week. But for now, we're just trying to get it dialed in so we can actually just drive on the road and have some fun for now. But the fueling is being kind of a pain in the ass. The car isn't behaving exactly the way we'd anticipate it to, so we're just trying to like work around that for now, and I guess once again just figure out later. We're just trying to get the car to run well, right? I guess you could say
Smooth.
B's here.
Smooth, like B.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Everything's being great. So
Wait.
there we go.
Yes.
Hell
that
yeah.
was not smooth.
That
You don't
felt
want
good.
that
But
to
I think we got the timing map figured out, which is awesome. Derek showed me how to be efficient with that, which is cool. Yeah, you're doing great, Derek.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, so we're gonna do
over there, Derek?
we're gonna do another pull to see if I can get the fuel a little bit cleaner, and then maybe add some boost to it because we're only at like 11 to 10 psi, which is
We need more.
we need more boost. What are we doing?
We're turning it up.
Oh shit.
Boost time. So we're like 10.5 PSI about. So we're gonna turn it up to, who knows?
Numbers. 35.
We're gonna, it's by, so we're gonna do it the guess and check kind of way and just kind of keep turning up the duty cycle on the boost controller and see what we make. So we're gonna put 25% into it and hopefully make like, I'm hoping for 15 PSI. Yeah. I know that's what Derek wanted to hear. That was hitting boost cut because we made all of the boost way too quick.
It was hitting boost cut, right?
That was boost cut, yeah. That's what Derek wanted to hear, yeah. Yeah, I knew it. I know it. All right, we turned down the duty cycle. I'm aiming for like 18 PSI, but like I said, right now it's a guess and check. Brake off, good? That was my fault. I lifted.
You lifted. He lifted.
That was my bad. I fucked up.
That Derek's. I've never seen it. Wow.
I just disappointed Derek. It started to climb fast and I got nervous.
Are you serious right now?
I'm just gonna. Can he break off? Yeah. We're just gonna.
Derek's a drag racer. Lifting is a no-no. Drifter, give the kid a break. $339. Made a little bit of jam. Woo.
How much do you think it made?
340.
14 pounds.
How much?
14 pounds.
It made like 14.5 pounds, yeah.
That's good gains.
Yeah, good gains. That means we should just turn it up.
Yeah, so you're at 290 and now you're at 340. So that's 50 horse on less than 5 pounds. That's
pretty good.
More than 10 horse of PSI, so that's pretty
good. So I'm gonna clean up the fueling at that PSI and then yeah, let's just. I mean, I want to see what this will make at 20 pounds. Yeah.
If you were a little bit shorter, it'd be easy to frame the three of you. Here, this is perfect. You guys got to deal with this sideways ass camera shit because Derek.
It's not my fault that the majority of you are the height of average women in America.
Wow!
Fuck them. Fuck you too. So we just made 381 right there. We picked up big everywhere, as you can tell, because obviously we turned the boost up. So that run we were about 18 PSI, which is 4 PSI over, and we picked up 40 horse, which, you know, 10 horse per PSI seems pretty cool. So, all right, so we're gonna try just taking off intake because the intake could be pretty restrictive on this setup. So probably just took it off for me real quick. Hell yeah. And it should be good for at least, I would say 8 to 10 horsepower at this level.
I wonder if you'll even gain a pound out of that.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But first time tuning with Link, I'm definitely not the most efficient. It's definitely a new platform. They lay things out. Every standalone ECU, they lay their things out differently than others, and you just kind of have to figure out the shortcuts, and some things are just named differently, and that can kind of throw you off. So my favorite part so far, honestly, is probably the logging feature. It logs so accurately and precisely, and it gives you such a nice layout of the whole logs. And when I do a pull, I log it, shut the car off. I can look at every single piece of data that the ECU recorded, put it all, graph it all up, and see exactly what was happening at every single RPM down to like almost a single RPM, which is awesome. So it makes tuning so much more efficient. I'm able to cut down the number of pulls I have to do and saves everyone some time, and time's money. Alright, so I'm having Derek do a pull in it because I just want to hear how it sounds outside the car, because inside the car it sounds insane. I'm excited to hear what it sounds like on the outside. Oh my god. That thing sounds crazy. So, it sounds like it's making a lot of power, but 400, we hit 400. Cool. I wonder, wow, that intake's pretty restrictive, isn't it? Look at that right there. Yeah, that's how you can tell it's the intake. That's crazy. Well, it looks like I need a better intake. 400 horsepower, that's a nice number. All right, guys, so we're leaving off the dyno at 400 horsepower, 18 PSI on pump gas, which I want to think that it's on the low side, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. So I'm on a stock intake manifold, I'm on stock cams, and the big thing is I have a really small exhaust housing on the turbo. So we'll see how it does on the 85. I think it should pick up pretty damn good. So now the next thing I really need for this thing is a set of cams. So once the season starts and I can recuperate some funds, we'll get some cams for this thing and open her up a little bit more. But hey, 400 horsepower, it's still my fastest car, which is pretty cool. So like I said before, the more I use this Link ECU, the more I love it. I'm having a really awesome time with it. I can't wait to dig even deeper and find out some more of its awesome features, because I know I've only scratched the surface. But yeah, I'm happy. Car survived the dyno, no hiccups. It sounds amazing. It's running strong. It's really not leaking any fluid, just a little bit of oil. Looks like we're on the track to making drift event this weekend. But there it is. First drive. First drive. The suspension isn't set up at all. So it's gonna be a little wonky feeling, but I had to go full send. Alright, my front suspension is so messed up. I didn't align it so bad.
Sounds really good, holy fuck. Tell the difference?
Oh yeah. Did you tell a difference?
I can tell a difference. I just wonder how you feel. Must feel like a different ballgame.
Oh yeah. You know, honestly, like, so far, the tranny I think is my favorite part. But like the 6-speed CD09 trans. Alright guys, with that I'm going home. It was good. I'm happy. Car feels great. Probably should ease into it a little bit. It is a fresh tranny and all, but I was too excited and just felt the need to clutch kick out of the parking lot, because I mean, how else are you gonna test an engine? Car's running great. Tranny feels great. Now I just gotta dial in my alignment, suspension, and all that good stuff. So with that, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.